algebra students, Mr. Lawrence here with a quick mini lesson. This isn't a full-blown lesson, but remember in the last video I mentioned that you had to, when you're dividing by a fraction, you had to multiply by the reciprocal, right? Like if I have, say, oops, I'm not in right mode. If I had 1/2 divided by, say, 1/4, okay, that's the same problem as 1/2 times 4/1. Okay, and then using my little cancel out trick, I could say, well, 2 goes into both of those. It goes into 2 once and goes into 4 twice. And so therefore my answer to 1/2 divided by 1/4 is 2. Now a lot of you, you'll do that, but you don't know why. And you want to know why, and it bothers you, you don't know why. Well, let's back up a second here, and let's try whole numbers divided by fractions. And let's say we have a problem like this. 6, ooh, that doesn't look like a 6. Let's say we have a problem like this, 6 divided by 2. Okay, now I know you all know the answer is 3, but let's stop and think a minute. What does this mean? This part right here, what does this mean? It doesn't mean 6 divided by 2. That's how we read it. It means 6 in 2 groups, right? So in other words, if I had 6, maybe 6 flowers, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I wanted to break them up into 2 groups, how many are in one group? Well, 3. There's 3 in one group, right? So we read this as 6 in 2 groups. I mean, that's what it actually means. We say 6 divided by 2, but it means 6 in 2 groups. Well, let's take that same logic and let's apply it to this. 6 divided by 1/2. Now, I know some of you are going to want to tell me the answer is 3. Now, first of all, it doesn't make any sense. Can you tell me why it doesn't make sense? Yeah, because 6 divided by 2 is 3. All right, so this is 6 in half a group. Well, I'm going to need 6. Give me 6 flowers. And what I'm going to note is it's not 6 in one group. It's 6 in half a group. So let me cut this group in half. Well, let me ask you this. If there's 6 in half a group, how many are in one group? There's 6 in half of the group. Well, I know you guys are so smart. You can tell me, well, of course, Mr. Lawrence, there are 12 in one whole group. And so therefore 6 divided by 1/2 is the same as 12. Well, do you know another way to use 6 and get 12, especially with that denominator? Yeah, that's right. 6 times 2 is 12. So you see, to divide by a fraction, we change the problem to multiplication, and then we use the reciprocal of the fraction. Now, some of you are going, how is 1/2 the reciprocal of 2? Because it's 2/1, right? Now let's try a couple practice ones with this. Okay, let me pause it. Okay, take a look at these 4 examples. You can go ahead and pause the video and see if you can do them correctly. You don't have to do the pictures. I mean, you can if they help you, but obviously being in honors algebra, I'm going to expect you to master this. But go ahead and draw the pictures if you need to. So anyway, my answers will appear shortly. Okay, here come my answers. So there you see my answers, and if you'd like to see how I did them, please continue to watch. I'm going to do 5 times 3 equals 15. Remember, there's 5 in 1/3 of the group. So if I break this group up into thirds, and then I put 5 how many, there are 5 in 1/3 of the group, how many are in the whole group? And you can see that the answer is 15. Okay, this one here, same thing. I'm not going to draw the whole thing out, but I know that 10 times 4 is the same problem, and that, of course, is 40. Now, on problems 3 and 4, 1/5 times 20/3, I multiply and I use the reciprocal. The 1/5 doesn't change. And I say, hey, 5 can go into 20 4 times. So I get the answer of 4/3, which is perfectly acceptable. If you wanted to, you can convert it to a mixed number. Okay, and then on this last one, I'm going to do 6/7 multiplied by 14/12. And this is actually the hard way to do this one, but you can see it still works. And I get 1. Some of you might have said, hey, this is the same as 6/7, and any number divided by itself, any non-zero number divided by itself is the same as 1. And that is correct. All right, that's it for this little quick video. Mr. Lawrence signing off.